Hey, it's Chris here. Today we're talking about lighting again out here in the workshop, and we're talking about this light here. This is the CINOTON UFO LED high bay light. This was given to me by Carson to do a review on. So if you are interested in see if this is going to fit your needs, stick around and stay tuned. So like I said, this light here was provided to me by Carson. He's my lighting guy when it comes to this stuff. And I have to give a major shout out to him for this. This is an unbiased review of this product. Now, this is the high bay light. This has a 5000K light, the emitting of the light. That's a very bright white LED light, or light with the LEDs. You can see the multitudes of the little LEDs across this. Diameter of this light is a little over 10 inches, 10 1/4 inches. The height-wise, from the metal here down to the bottom is like 3 1/4. Of course, it does come with a hook of its own. It also comes with this safety cable that is hooked to the light, so wherever you put it, you will be attached for more than one place in case something gives out. They give you almost a 6-foot long cord, 3-prong setup, and in the directions it actually shows about cutting that you can cut this and hardwire it in if you want to use either Wago 220s or wire nuts, whatever you want to do to wire it in, you are able to. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the light. The light uses 160 watts of power, is what they claim. I never checked it personally. I do know that it does use a little bit of power. Now, if you notice the back here, there's a lot of fins on here. This is because this light gets really warm. So that's one thing to take in consideration where you're going to mount this. So you're not having anything up against this. This is steel right here. This is going to, hold any kind of heat. That's why, you can tell that it's set up for heat sink. These lights are actually mainly used for high ceilings, like 18, 20-foot high ceilings. I'm going to put it in the workshop here, but it's one of those things that this isn't really the best application for this light. So I can give you a good idea of what it looks like, but it's not going to be the best. Now, what we're going to do is the light there, I'll point it there. That light is going to get replaced with one of these. Right now, I'm going to use an adapter kit, and I'm just showing you the light, how it is. I'm not making this permanent. Whenever I'm ready to make it permanent, I will probably just cut the ends and use some Wago 220s to hook them up that way as well, just so I can change them out later on if I wanted to. But just for demonstration purposes, I'll do it the way I was gonna. Now, I'll have to get up there and put a hook. You can either use the hook, which is kind of hard to see, but like a bicycle hook or anything like that. I actually have a pack of these eyelets that I'm going to use for this. I'll snap it right up in through there and it'll hold. I bought these yesterday just for this. So with that being said, I'm going to actually install this one off camera just because of the fact it's going to be kind of hard. The workshop's still kind of really messy. I haven't been able to get a lot of time with the weather and everything to get in here and get cleaning. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll bring you guys right back so you can see what it does look like. In a matter of 3 minutes, I actually had that hooked up. Now, mind you, this is not the most opportunistic place for this light to take the full advantage of it. You need to be higher in the air. This is a high mount light. This isn't a light that's mounted where I'm at. And I believe it's mounted about 9 feet in the air. I have a light on over here. That's just my workbench, like work light. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn the light switch on and show you guys the light. You've seen what it was like before, and mostly I had problems with the light back there was like getting into my toolbox. It's in the back. I had to have a light on it just so I could get into there. I know this isn't going to 100% fix everything, and it's not going to be like the big area, but it's going to be an idea of what to look at and what you're going to be expecting of this. So I'm going to reach in front of you, switch the switch on, and we'll look at it. Now, as you can tell, it does brighten that area up quite a bit. It's a lot brighter than the light bulb, and I'll show you the light bulb. I just set it here. These are just a simple like 10 watt, I think they're like 10 watts or something, light bulb from Walmart, floodlight bulb basically. This has 2700K. That's double the output. Now, I can't mount that up into the roof and make a flush mount because it has to have heat, some way to dissipate the heat. But I'm going to get you guys off of the tripod here, get you so I can carry you around, and I'll show everybody how I mounted that, and you'll understand it's not a permanent fixture where it's going to be at. It might actually end up somewhere else, or I have other ideas for that light. But this is just a demonstration of the brightness of this light. So I have you guys up here, and the wire, I just put it on my fishing rod rack, which I made a video of that in the past. But you can see right there, it's already drawing moths and stuff. It's unreal. I have it just wired up right there. What I'll do is, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to go and hardwire it in if I would. That's just an adapter, so I can use this. Now, mind you, this is a disclaimer. You do anything on your own risk when it comes to electrical. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do anything with electrical. Hire a licensed electrician. Now, with that being said, let's finish up here. You can see I just screwed a eye hook right into the roof and stuck that right on there. And then I took the strap, the safety strap, and just snapped it on there as well. So if that hook, God forbid, which I don't see it failing, if it does fail, we do have a fail safe. Now, I can feel a little bit of heat coming off that radiant. So there's another thing to understand. This is going to put a lot of heat out compared to a light bulb, just a regular LED bulb where these things are cool to the touch. Now, I'm going to bring it back here, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on everything. So overall, I like the light. I like the design. I like the build of this light. It's a very bright light, and I think for that reason, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put it over a workbench area just so I can see. Understand these are considered what they call high bay lights, like 18 feet in the air. The higher they are, the wider the broadcast of the light. Just remember that your diameter of your light will get bigger. The light's not going to stay in that position. I think that it would be better utilized if it was over my workbench, or like not even just the workbench itself, but like a different station in the workshop. But link will be down below for this light. got to do a special thank you to Carson also for sending this. Again, I know I've already said it once, but this is, I really appreciate working with CINOTON with all their lighting sources that they've been giving to me. I haven't had a problem with any of them yet, and they've all worked well. Any of the other videos that you've seen me try out CINOTON lights, you know that I really like them, and a lot of other people do as well. So there you have it. With that being said, I'm going to sign off. We'll catch everybody later. Have a safe one, and God bless.